Last year, for the first time in a decade, the federal government terminated a Virginia nursing home's certification. But the state government allowed it to continue operating, though under strict guidelines. At what point would VDH determine that it's no longer safe for residents to be in this facility?
Yeah, so that's a really good question.
The answer in just a bit, but first, here's why I asked it. CBS 6 was first to report that Princess Anne Health and Rehabilitation Center in Virginia Beach lost its Medicare and Medicaid funding back in August for failing to meet basic health and safety standards. It's a rare regulatory action that could force a facility to shut down. According to CMS, Princess Anne was part of the LifeWorks rehab chain, which VDH says is a rehab vendor operating for Medical Facilities of America centers. As CBS 6 has previously reported, the same chain is affiliated with multiple nursing homes in the Richmond metro that have been subject to serious quality of care concerns. That includes Henrico Health and Rehab, Parham, and Colonial Heights.
It's almost like we felt like we were doing more for her than what the people that are trained to do this were doing.
Mary Mattice says her mother-in-law received inadequate care at Princess Anne, and she wanted VDH to shut it down.
Please, I hope they show up right now and go do it.
But others, like Christy Benson, worried that relocating their loved ones would be a major disruption.
Our experience has been good. We've been overall happy. Like, she's thriving there, she's gaining weight, she's eating, she's made friends, so it really came as a shock to our family.
According to VDH inspection records, between February and August of 2025, inspectors cited dozens of violations, including inadequate supervision that led to falls with injuries and a failure to treat pressure ulcers. And some of the nursing home staff reported they did not feel good about the care they provided, citing staffing shortages. Emails obtained by CBS 6 show disputes between VDH and Medical Facilities of America during this regulatory process. VDH even claimed facility administration and corporate management instructed their staff not to give information to inspectors, and they said some documentation went missing from the clinical record.
We're just trying to ensure that the provider is meeting the regulatory standard, and unfortunately sometimes providers can become defensive, right? We are in an authoritative role, and that can often spur attention.
Meanwhile, MFA has accused one inspector of being biased against the company, claiming that person called the Princess Anne administrator a toddler. The CMS termination ultimately took effect after the facility failed to clear their deficiencies within a 180-day deadline. Princess Anne is now appealing, arguing the decertification was merely the result of lack of timely action and inaction by VDH. It claims the agency was late to a follow-up inspection, which limited the facility's time to make corrections. Would you say that it's true that the termination was merely just a result of an untimely revisit inspection and nothing to do with the actual violations that were found in the nursing home?
I would say that that's not true. The onus is always on the provider agency to ensure that they're doing the right thing by the individuals that they serve. And where we come in is really holding the line of, are you meeting regulatory standards, which is the minimum.
That said, April Doval, the director of VDH's Office of Licensure and Certification, or OLC, does acknowledge that the health department historically struggled with completing timely inspections due to staffing constraints. Last October, 2 months after CMS terminated Princess Anne, VDH entered into a consent agreement with the facility. It's the first time that the health department has ever done this with a nursing home. Per the terms, Princess Anne was told it could not care for more than 10 patients at one time, and it had to clear 2 consecutive inspections with no violations for the restrictions to be lifted. And the state health commissioner would ultimately decide whether to renew the license. Doval, who became the OLC director in November, inherited this agreement. Do you believe that VDH has handled it appropriately and wouldn't change any way in which they have provided oversight of this facility?
You know, there are probably things that I would have changed about the way that our terms were laid out for this agency, and I think that In future state, I would like to see the OLC move to a standpoint where we're getting ahead of these types of concerns by addressing recertification surveys timely.
While under the increased scrutiny, Princess Anne failed 2 more inspections, receiving 9 violations in October and 3 more in December, just weeks before the facility's license was set to expire. During that December inspection, VDH cited abuse after staff forced a vaccine into a resident who said they did not want it and had a documented fear of needles. On December 30th, OLC's long-term care director, Kenya Jean-Louis, wrote to Deauville in an email saying, "This community has demonstrated a sustained and systemic pattern of non-compliance over the past 11 months, with no evidence of sustained corrective action. Residents remain at ongoing and unacceptable risk for harm." In late December, Deauville says OLC made a recommendation to former Health Commissioner Dr. Karen Shelton about what to do with the facility's license.
Information was presented to the health commissioner that she took under advisement, and we would need to seek additional counsel from our legal team as to what the next steps would be.
Deauville says she cannot disclose what that recommendation was, but she says it was not acted upon. Sources tell CBS 6 the recommendation was to deny renewing Princess Anne's license. According to these emails, over the course of 11 months, the facility was cited with 52 violations of care and safety standards. 23 of those were repeat violations, and 7 of them indicated that residents suffered harm or their well-being was placed in immediate jeopardy as a result. On the last inspection in December, before a decision was going to be made about the license, the nursing home was cited for abuse of a resident, even while caring for fewer than 10 patients at that time. At what point would VDH determine that it's no longer safe for residents to be in this facility?
Yeah, so that's a really good question. Part of the consent agreement really increases our oversight of the facility, so we're in there more frequently than we would be under any other circumstances, right? And I will say that, going back to my previous statement that we just had the survey team in there last week and they didn't have any deficiencies, I would say that the intent of the consent agreement is actually working. The intent is really to ensure that the individuals that are in their care are truly being provided with good quality care.
On March 20th, VDH approved the renewal of Princess Anne's license. The consent agreement remains in effect. Deauville also points out that VDH does not have the power to impose immediate licensing sanctions without first having to go through potentially lengthy legal proceedings. Now, we did send detailed questions to Princess Anne for this story, and a spokesperson responded with this statement. Princess Anne Health and Rehabilitation Center continues to operate with a reduced resident census while we diligently focus on quality of care. The facility had an inspection the second week of February and there were 0 deficiencies. New leadership is in place and we are working cooperatively with state and federal regulators to restore full operations as soon as practicable. We welcome the new Virginia administration's focus on a balanced, high-quality senior care system and look forward to collaborating with their team to ensure the highest standards of care for our residents. Here at the Virginia Department of Health, I'm Tyler Lane for CBS 6 News.